The Akai GX77. A truly classic open reel tape deck. It supports bidirectional tape transport. Each side has its own set of heads, one for playback, recording, and mixing. It uses highly wear-resistant glass and ferrite heads. It has two pinch rollers and two capstans. Quite an excellent design. This unit was sent from a fan in Guizhou for repair. The front cover wasn't included in the shipment. It supports both 5-inch and 7-inch open reels. The front panel is entirely black, and the back is made of wood. Let's check the voltage. It operates on 100 volts AC and can also run on 15 volts DC. There's one set of audio input and output ports. Very minimalistic. The serial number starts with the digit 8. Made in Japan. This unit was purchased second-hand from an online auction. Currently, it's not functioning properly. The fault description provided was quite vague. If the belt still works, don't replace it, he said. Please pack and return all removed or replaced parts together. He sent 2 bags of components along with it. Let's inspect the machine. It powers on normally, but the lower roller doesn't lift. You can hear the solenoid clicking inside. It won't lift, so the machine can't function. That means we can't test any other features. In this case, whether we load a reel or not, it still doesn't operate normally. The result is the same. Let's open it up directly. Take a look inside. Many people wonder where to buy such machines. Let me explain again. Open your usual chat app. In the search bar, type Japanese auction. Click to open the mini program. It's a dedicated second-hand platform. Most sellers there are individual users from Japan. All items ship directly from Japan. Packaging is excellent, so there's no need to worrying about damage. You can find lots of vintage gear from the 80s and 90s, like reel-to-reel decks, amplifiers, game consoles, cameras, antiques, paintings, and more. You can search for any item you want there. For example, today's featured machine, the Akai GX77. Click in, and you'll find many listings related to it. This particular item is currently in auction phase. There are 7 hours and 23 minutes left before it ends. Images above show the machine's condition and the included orange accessories. There's also a written description below. If you can't read the Japanese text, click the icon to automatically translate it into Chinese. This way, you can clearly understand the machine's condition. If you don't want to join the auction, you can go to the direct sales section on the homepage. There, you can buy items without bidding. New users receive a 600 yuan customs subsidy. Fast delivery via SF Express arrives in as little as 2 days. New users can enjoy skincare discounts like 41 yuan off 40 yuan and 12% off in the direct sales zone. Various promotions are ongoing. For details, you can contact customer service in the lower right corner. The cables at the back of the machine are a bit messy. Disassembling everything would be quite troublesome, because there are many screws, all of different sizes. Let's first take a look at its main sections. The transformer is located in the middle. On the right side is the power board. On the left is the control board. The recording and playback boards are at the bottom. At the front is the mechanical drive section, including the flywheel. There's one motor on each side. Both sides reels are driven by a belt. The main motor is located underneath. It connects to both flywheels with a belt. This board here is the main motor's drive board. It also handles the speed control. Everything is built onto this board. Once disassembled like this, we can power it on for observation. After powering on, the flywheel starts rotating. That's a normal behavior. Let's press this button. The lower roller should rise. But nothing happens. Normally, when this button is pressed, the large gear inside would be driven by the main flywheel, causing it to rotate and push the small roller at the front upward. This situation indicates a mechanical issue. It's likely due to aging grease, making the mechanisms less lubricated. This machine appears to have never been disassembled before. It's well preserved overall, and the internal condition looks quite new. Including the motor itself, it's still in excellent shape. Luckily, this gear isn't damaged, because this type of gear often suffers from breakage. The main issue still lies in the mechanical parts. Insufficient lubrication. We need to take care of this area properly, and also handle these other mechanical sections. They need proper treatment too. Look at this mechanical layout. We must ensure all moving parts are well lubricated. Everything moves smoothly. On both sides, it relies on the strong magnetic force of the electromagnet to drive these mechanical movements, to make changes. This position must ensure that when the electromagnet is activated, this part snaps back properly. Now it's fine. These two massive, heavy flywheels are still relatively clean. They are driven by this motor. All these mechanical parts must move freely and smoothly. Then we can reassemble everything. Reinstall the flywheels. No need for excessive disassembly. This area also needs attention. If the friction isn't sufficient, the large gear won't be driven properly. Alright, let's simulate it manually. This wheel here spins completely. Press this electromagnet. Good, now the large gear is engaged. The big gear starts to rotate. At this point, the lower tape lifter should already be raised. Once it's in position, the big gear stops turning, and the flywheel keeps spinning. Good. Everything is functioning properly. No issues. Let's check this bracket. It was originally movable. But now, because the grease has aged, it's stuck, not glue. Just hardened grease. Both sides need to be able to move freely. Now it's very tight. After treatment, it's back to normal. Alright, simple reassembly. Let's test the mechanical movements. Why reassemble? Because some parts must be grounded. Like this screw. And also the screws on this side. They must be grounded. Otherwise, it won't function properly. Okay, plug in the power. Let's power it on and test the mechanism. Now this tape lifter can move up and down freely. Play. Rewind. Fast forward. All working fine. Let's load a tape and try it out. The transport runs smoothly. Sound output is normal. So, is that all? Actually, there's still an issue. The tape lifter. Isn't tight enough and needs further adjustment.